Hey, welcome to Win the Day. It's Coach Jacqui. I want to continue our talk from last week on the necessity of courage on the path of achieving our life purpose. And again, this is just the top of the way from our Abundant Life Principles course. So if you want to dive a little deeper into this topic and other Abundant Life Principles, head over to www.jacquelinebarnes.us and sign up. We'd love to have you. So we started out with a quote which I'll share again because it speaks to the purpose-driven courage that we need to achieve our vision and fulfill our life's purpose. Life is not about waiting for the storms to pass. It is about learning how to dance in the rain. We talked last time about the distinctions, not so much differences, but the distinctions we can make between bravery and courage and confidence and courage, internal versus external. We also left off stating that courage can be developed like other abundant life principles that we teach, and here's how. We can start by anticipating the obstacles that we'll face and by creating the fortitude within ourselves to overcome them. In planning your goals, you must identify roadblocks and obstacles. In fact, the greatest obstacles we'll face is also one of our greatest master teachers. It's our own fear. And it is the fertile soil upon which we can actually sow courage. Listen, no one has ever developed courage by avoiding fear or avoiding unpleasant circumstances. So, if you want to become courageous, you can't shrink from situations that trigger your fears, whether they're physical or mental. Courage is the willingness to act in spite of your fears and reservations. And if we allow ourselves to surrender to fear, then we allow the circumstances and fear to master our lives. And what are we doing? We're living a fear-driven life. In fact, I want to say in fact, but not in fact, but if we act in spite of our fears, then we're living a faith-driven life, which allows us to be willing to risk failure and disappointment or fall on our face and make some big mistakes. Now I need you to stay with me because here's the critical point to master. And I need you to hear this. The critical point to master is that you face the fear on the road to your vision. Oh my goodness, this is so important and powerful. You face the fear on the road to your vision. You're on the road. Do you get that? Because make no mistake, you will always encounter fears in your life, whether you wander aimlessly or move in the direction of your vision. You are going to face fear. But here's the difference. One path takes you absolutely nowhere. It keeps you stuck. The other will absolutely transform your life. Oh my goodness, this is so good. So are you ready to move forward courageously? I need you to stop, take a moment, write this down, write the date, say, yes, I am ready to move forward. Respond positively if you are. So let's talk about how fear shows up. And if you're honest with yourself, this is going to help you. And remember, we dive deeper into this in our Strike the Iron Boot Camp and our Abundant Life Principles Masterclass. So how does fear show up? Procrastination, being too busy, unwilling to take on new tasks, not being true to your values, not expressing your needs. Listen, in the absence of courage, honesty will falter. Do you get that? You will not tell the truth. You will not tell the truth. You will not be honest about how you feel, what you want, or what you really believe. It takes courage to do that. So, okay, Coach Jacqui, get to it. How can I create this courage? I am so glad you asked. Here's how to create courage. You can develop the fortitude to face your fear through studying, learning, and understanding, just like now. You continue to expand your awareness of your potential and create knowledge of a higher truth than the limiting beliefs that your fears are based on. In other words, You come into agreement with a higher truth than the limiting beliefs that your fears are based on now. And hey, that's a whole other lesson. But in effect, you are creating courage through understanding. And we know this as believers. This is renewing the mind. This is why the scripture instructs us to get wisdom, and with all that getting, to get understanding. You create courage with understanding. So I want to leave you with Joshua 1:9 again, because as we become intimately acquainted with what God thinks about us and believe what he has to say about us, that understanding helps us to create the courage to act, bringing transformation when we act on it. And every successful person who has gotten to where they are started where they were. Remember, life is not about waiting for the storms to pass. It is about learning how to dance in the rain. So start where you are. Do one thing, irregardless of what it looks like or feels like. I want you to take courage, because here's what your Creator has to say. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified or dismayed, intimidated, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. This could be the best year of your life, your dream year, but you have to win the day. That's how you win the week, the month, the year. No one wins without daily discipline. So go ahead, do your thing. Strike the iron. You have so much more. And let's live this John 10:10 life. Thank you so much for viewing this video. Blessings to you. Hey, don't grow alone. Share this video. And this lesson is so timely with the Bringing Every Thought Captive message, chapter 8, on my Jacqueline Barnes Ministries Facebook page. Check it out. I believe you'll be blessed by it. I wish you a winning week. And I'll see you next time on Win the Day with Coach Jacqui. Blessings.